Steve, what do you make of what Sean McDermott had to say about this situation?
Yeah, I don't think they know if he's going to play or not. I'm sure Josh feels like he's going to be able to get there. I think what it comes down to, Dan, is they're going to weigh the risk of how likely it is that Josh hurts himself further and has to drag this elbow thing around all season, and how likely it is that he can play well, and they can win. I think that's the real question. I don't think there's any question he could drag himself out there and play, but how much of a risk is it to the rest of the season if he does? I don't think they know that.
How important is he when you look at all the quarterbacks and what's at stake now, where Buffalo, this is supposed to be their year, his year? The importance, can they survive without him, and if so, how long?
Yeah, I think they can survive without him, but in every game they play this year, he's going to be the best player on the field. I think they're almost treading into places where the Patriots went with Brady and where the Colts went with Peyton Manning. He is an enormous eraser, Dan. Whatever goes wrong, it don't matter. He can overcome it. I mean, that's where they're at with him, and that's how good he is. He can. I mean, you take that last play of the game when he threw it 70 yards last week at the end of the game. You can't imagine how hard it is for a defense to defend that much field every play. But he forces you to do it, and and he can overcome it. So whatever goes wrong, so you can throw whatever you want at him as a defense. It may not matter even if you get it right. That's how good he is. So they're going to miss him. Now, Case Keenum can play. They can play. They can win with Case Keenum, no question. But the rest of the roster's got to rise up. They got to play really good, and it's going to look a lot different with Case Keenum than Josh Allen. That's for sure.
Well, I wondered if you had a reliable running game, then maybe you do take a little bit of pressure off whoever's the quarterback. You don't have that luxury here. Does the game plan change at all if Case Keenum is your starter against the Vikings as opposed to Josh Allen?
Yeah, I don't know. You could go with the exact same game plan that you do with Josh Allen, but it's going to look different. Case Keenum's going to make different choices than Josh does. You're going to spread the football around. The running backs are going to get the ball a little more. The tight end's going to get the ball a little more. Gabe Davis is going to get the ball a little more. The offense really depends on Josh and Steph Diggs a lot when it's healthy, and they really don't need the running game to be all that good with Josh Allen and Steph Diggs in there. So they really don't depend on it. With Case Keenum, it's going to look different. They may hand it off once or twice more than they do otherwise. Certainly when they drop back to pass, they're going to take the check down a lot more than they did with Josh Allen. And Case Keenum's not the runner that Josh is either. So even if you go in there with the exact same game plan, it will manifest itself completely differently with Case Keenum taking snaps than it does with Josh.